morning, some of you it's afternoon, and some of you it's evening, because what you are going to see today is a global opportunity, and there's no telling where people are logging in from. So I want to know where you're logging in from. So give me a good morning, a good afternoon, or a good evening. Tell us where you are logging on from, guys, because that really gives me energy. I am so excited about this global opportunity that we have. And I just want to say, welcome to our business partners. Thank you so much for helping us carry out this vision. So give me a great big boom. And I have to say a special welcome to all of our guests out there who are taking time out of their day to jump on to get information that I feel that could completely change your life. So I'm just going to ask for about 35 minutes of your life today. I'm going to ask you just to really give me some of your undivided attention, because I know that we can be multitasking, right? Trust me, you don't want to miss a syllable of what I am going to share. Take notes. And so when you're done, you're going to call up that person who thought so much of you to share this opportunity, and you're going to get your questions answered. And who knows, maybe you'll partner with us. So again, my name is Tonya Mizelle Joseph, guys, and I just want to share a little bit about my journey in the industry of travel and the industry of network marketing, because that is what you're going to see. About 11 years ago, yes, 11, I still can't believe it was 11 years ago. Time flies, right? But about 11 years ago, I felt like I was living my dream. And my dream was that I was an owner of a traditional business in real estate. And the reason I felt like I was living my dream was because I was in control of my own time and money, and we want that control, right? And so I was living life, a young entrepreneur. I had two other business partners. We had a couple of real estate offices. We ended up getting a major government contract listing government foreclosures. So we had business really all over the place. But guys, someone introduced me or invited me out to see an opportunity much like this, but I had to physically go out and take a look at it. At least you're probably looking at it from the comforts of your own home, or maybe you're out somewhere and you're looking on it at your phone, right? Times have really changed. But I'm just so glad, like you, that I accepted that invitation, because I truly just thought, one, I was doing a friend a favor. But then also I have to say my interest was piqued because they said the word travel. And aside from working, one of my dreams was to be able to travel the world. So when they said travel, I was all ears. I took a look at the information, really not thinking definitely that I wasn't getting involved, because I already had my hands very full. But it just made way too much sense. And so I got involved in the travel space of network marketing 11 years ago. And today I am still in it. And what has it done for me, guys? The benefits have just been priceless. I never dreamed that I would be in a position because of a little old home-based business, right? And so what I've been able to do is to travel to some places I just never really even thought about, being in the travel space and having travel coming at you all the time. You're able to see people going to some magical places. And so I was able to do it as well. Some of my favorite places have been Dubai and Abu Dhabi and the Greece region. I've been to Mykonos, Santorini, and also Athens. Very recently, about a few weeks ago, my husband and I went to Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. That was my first time there as well. And so to some other places as well. But that's first and foremost, it has allowed me to be able to just live out my dream of being able to see the world. And trust me, I've been to a lot of places, but my bucket list is still very long, because as you know, the world is very big, right? Also, what it did was, I tell people, it bought me time. A lot of times when we're looking at opportunities, we think, oh, it's going to suck time away. Now, is it going to take time? Absolutely. But it was time well spent, because inside of this industry, you're able to create something called residual income. And I tell people, I can never say that word without smiling, because residual income is when you do something one time, yet you continue to be paid on it over and over again. So over time, right, you're getting paid for something that you may have done a year or 2 or 5 years ago. And that's the way to make money. And so because of having nailed that money in that time, I've been able to do the things that I want to do. So many times we can't. Like, I'm not even home right now. I flew to my hometown to be able to see some business partners, and I had breakfast with my brother this morning. Guys, that's truly living for me. One of the other things I'm very passionate about is education. And because of the income that I've generated from this, my nephew was in a private boarding school in high school, going to to school with kids all over the world. And so this opportunity, I want you guys to understand, is not just about you. It's about what you're able to do and enhance, of course, the lives of you and your families, but other people as well. Even showing people this opportunity, I am forever grateful that it was shared with me. Now, I am not in the same deal that I was in the beginning, but it is still travel. And I'm going to tell you what you're going to see today. It is going to change the travel industry. I am so glad that I was in the right place at the right time to be positioned with visionaries such as a Mr. Holton Buggs, who is an icon in the industry, as a Mr. David Manning, who has started and operated and owned a very successful travel company. So having these two visionaries to come together and being around, I am forever grateful. But guess what? You get the opportunity as well. So let me go ahead and get started so I can show you guys what all the excitement is about. And as you can see, the name of our company is called ibuumerang, and I'm definitely going to share that concept with you and what that means in just a second. But before I get started, I just want to throw out a disclaimer. Guys, this is a business opportunity, and like with anything, it just depends upon the effort that you put into it. This is not get rich quick. This is not a magic pill, but I will tell you that it is a better way to do business, in my opinion. And so the numbers that you're going to see, understand it's a result of somebody's effort. And again, it just depends upon the effort that you put into it. So you guys have heard me say that this opportunity is involving two industries. The first one is the industry of network marketing. And guys, it's time for the industry to evolve. Whether you've been in network marketing before or you haven't, it doesn't matter. This could be a great place for you. And I've been in the industry, again, over 11 years, and I've seen some great things. And like with anything, there are some ills to it, right? That's everything that you do, even your job. You may love your job, but I'm sure some things about it that you wish you could change that you don't like. Same thing over here. But Mr. Holton Buggs, who's been in the industry for over 20 years, has made over $1.5 million per month in the industry. Now that he has the opportunity to do it better, he's going to do just that. So he's going to take this magnificent industry, but be able to identify the things that were not so right with it and make it right. So for those people who've been in network marketing, I'm sure you're going to be able to identify those things and be very excited that we're looking to change those things. And if you haven't been in the industry of network marketing before, guys, what an amazing place to begin. First of all, we're going to create a first-class consumer experience. The purpose of direct sales network marketing is to distribute a product or a service, but to get everyday people like you and I to do that, to pay us to do it, rather than celebrities or radio or TV, right? It's just word of mouth. And that is the best form of advertisement anyway. And so we want to make sure that our consumers are happy and they're getting the best deal. And we're also going to create what we call a perpetual residual income builder. You heard me say in the beginning that one of the benefits of me being in this industry was the residual income. Being able to get paid on something I did years ago, which will ultimately give you more time, right? So how about getting a perpetual residual income? Yeah, I'm sure I have your attention, right? Well, here's the old model of network marketing. It's where customers pay more. So many times in the network marketing or direct sales, we have our friends, our family, our coworkers, people that we care about who want us to support them. And a lot of times that's just it, because many times maybe the product or service, you can go somewhere and find it cheaper, but you just buy it through them as a means of support. Well, guys, in this day and time, we're able to go online very quickly and research what we want to find the best deals. And let's be honest, is it really fair for us to ask our friends and family to pay more for something they can get for less? Also, in the old model of network marketing, only strong recruiters win. We see it all the time. People get excited about the product or service, they get inside, then they realize if they really want to make the real money, they have to recruit. But let's face it, everybody is not a strong recruiter, nor does everyone want to recruit. So you guys are going to see in this new model, we're going to make money when customers save. You're going to see that this is a customer-focused model, focusing on customers from the standpoint of, hey, we're going to make sure that you get the best deal out there with a quality product and service. Not only that, to people who are looking at this as an opportunity, we're going to make sure that you can truly earn money by helping your customers. Now, how are we going to bring this to the world? It all starts with one word, a word I've already mentioned to you, and that word is travel. Let me ask you this question. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, I know that you're glad to be spending this time with me, and I'm glad to have you. But if you could be anywhere else in the world, where would you go? Let me see it in the live chat. And you know what? I don't even have to see it because I'm telling you, I hear it all the time. It's Bali, it's Seychelles, it's South Africa, it's Jamaica, it's Greece, it's Barbados. You name it, I know it's out there. It's Paris, because guess what? When you ask people where they want to go, they don't have to think about it. It's not a really hard test. As a matter of fact, when you ask them, it's almost like the troubles melt right off of them because mentally they take themselves there. Well, I'm telling you, with this opportunity, you can just get it out of your mind and truly make it a reality. People love to travel. And not only do people love to travel, guys, in our world, we have to travel. So much so to the tune of $8 trillion. I want you to look at some statistics as it relates to travel all over the world, because understand, regardless of where you live, this business is not just about your city or your state or your country or your continent. It's about the entire world. Look at Asia. Travel generates 6 billion with the B dollars per day. Europe, 4.8 billion per day. United States, 2.8 billion. Latin America, 953 billion, and Africa, 953 million, almost a billion. In Africa, $500 million every single day. Guys, that's over $5,500 a second that's generated. 5,500, 5,500, 5,500 every single second. How much do you need? How much of that do you need in your household? Not much, right? And so this will let you see that you will be a part of an industry where everyone loves, everybody, most people are obviously doing it, but you can also see where it can be very profitable for you. Now, let me educate you just a little bit in the travel industry. And some of you may have already known this. Did you realize that there are only 2 companies that monopolize the entire travel industry? And I am very sure you have heard of both of them. The first one is Booking Holdings, and maybe you know them as Priceline because they recently purchased Priceline. Well, did you realize that they also own Bookings.com, Rental Cars, Kayak, Agoda, and even a restaurant app called Open Table? And guys, they're worth over much, and these statistics that you're seeing was in 2016, and I'm sure they're worth over at this point 70 or even more billion dollars. Pretty impressive, right? Well, that other company I know that you're familiar with is called Expedia. You've heard of Expedia, right? Well, they also own Travelocity, Orbit, Trivago, Hotwire, car rentals, and also hotels.com. They're worth over, I'm sure, 100 billion at this point. But see, the interesting thing is that as you guys are going from site to site to site looking for the best deals, because I know that's what you're doing, in many cases, you're only researching the prices of the same company. So if you went to booking.com and went to Priceline and try to compare prices, no need, it's the same company. Or if you went to Orbit and then went to Expedia, it's the same company. See, there's something called parity, and parity is maintaining consistent rates online for a specific product or service. In this case, we're talking about travel. Well, of course, there's markup involved, right? So who is the markup passed on to? Us, as the consumers and the customers, right? Well, we have a remedy for that. And it's called iGo. This is a wholesale travel booking platform that will allow you and your customers to save and be able to get wholesale when you travel. Does that appeal to anyone? See, I already know it does because we want to save money. I tell people savings is the new earnings. That is why people like to go to these big box retail places where you're able to get memberships so that you can get wholesale pricing on items that you purchased anyway. Well, why not do it when it comes to travel? Just makes sense, right? With this iGo wholesale travel booking platform, you're able to earn up to 70% off of retail prices. Guys, that's pretty significant. You'll get to earn what we call travel savings bonuses when you refer travel to Extreme, which is our real travel host company. So some people may need the help of a traditional travel agent, and you're able to get paid on that as well. You also get to enjoy highly discounted and exclusive experiences and members only trips. See, if you're going to be in the travel industry, guys, you might as well get perks and benefits that come along with being that travel agent. Understand as well, if you want to be a traditional travel agent, we have that opportunity as well. We're talking about over $8 trillion of inventory right at your fingertips from the comforts of your own home. Now, you heard me mention Extreme Travel, who is our host travel agency, whereas if people want someone to book travel for them, you can refer them. But I just want you guys to understand that even though you may not have ever heard of Extreme Travel, guys, don't think that we're not a reputable company, because we are. I like to say what you're looking at, these are the Oscars of the travel industry. And you can see, guys, we have won many awards with some very, very powerful travel suppliers. The first one you see there is FunJet. We are a platinum 500 club member with them. FunJet is very near and dear to my heart because I booked my very own destination wedding through FunJet, the supplier of FunJet. And because I am a certified travel agent, I was able to, excuse me, contact FunJet, and I was able to book the travel of my guests, okay, to the tune of being able to make over $5,000. Now I have to pause on that. I'm getting choked up, guys, just even thinking about that fact, because I'm sure you would agree that that's pretty savvy to have a destination wedding, but to also get paid on that destination wedding. And guess what? I'm not the only person having a destination wedding. There are people taking honeymoons. There are people going on family trips and cruises and, church trips, you name it. And so that's the power of what Extreme can do. Take a look at the second one, Carnival Cruise Lines. Almost everybody is familiar with Carnival. Why? It's the largest cruise lines in the world. Now, you can see that we are a Pinnacle Club member with them. That means we're doing lots of business. And obviously, they're happy with the business and the work that we do. But let me ask you this. Do you think the team of attorneys at Carnival Cruise Line would allow them to do business with a company that wasn't reputable? And that answer is no. And so you get to see here that all the due diligence is done for you. You cannot do any more research, I promise you, than the team of attorneys at Carnival. We're part of the Royal family with Royal Caribbean. We're part of the President's Club with Norwegian. We have been a Diamond Elite agency with Delta Vacations. Not only that, you're talking about a Presidential 500 Club agency with Mark Travel from 2009 to 2018. Guys, this is very important. We are a premier diamond agency with CLIA. And if you're not familiar with CLIA, CLIA is a highly esteemed travel trade organization. And not only are we a diamond agency, but our very own director of travel, Lori Spears, she sits on the board for CLIA. Not only that, you're talking about being a part of a travel consortium called Travel Savers in their top 50. And last year, we were actually number 2. Pretty impressive. So then let's go back to this iGo wholesale booking travel site. And let me show you some of the deals that have been seen or realized on this site. First, you see here, this is a resort a hotel in New York City, 4.5 stars. Expedia, this room was found for $339 per night. On our iGo site, $178. How about a savings of over $160? Pretty impressive, right? Well, let's go over to Paris, France, 4-star hotel. Travelocity was found for $440 per night. On our iGo site, $130 per night, guys, a saving of over $300. Now, understand this. We're comparing apples to apples. It's the same resort, same room category, the same dates as well. So you guys see how powerful this is. Not only that, we are the first travel site to accept the digital currency of Bitcoin. Now, we not only have hotels, we have rental cars. You see New York City, $392 is the total. Rentalcars.com, that is. iGo, $221, a savings of over $170. Resorts, guys, in Punta Cana, 4-star for the week, $1,215 on hotels.com. iGo, $712, a savings of over $500. Guys, if you want to come along with us with these wholesale travel savings, I want you to put iGo in the comments. Now, I always say, guys, the proof is in the pudding, and we can put our money where our mouth is. And these are actual reservation confirmations. The first one you can see here, a hotel in Salt Lake City. The reservation was $397.36. You also earn reward credits. So not only are you going to be guaranteed the lowest price, but you'll also get reward credits, 445 here. The savings was $848. Guys, that's so impressive. The next one you see here, the reservation was $287, reward credits $321, savings of $532. Score, right? I want you guys to put that in the comments. That's a score right there. Next one, you can see savings of almost $1,000 and almost or over 1,000 reward credits. That's very powerful. The last one you see, our very own chief visionary officer, our CEO, Mr. Holton Buggs. He went over to Cabo because he said, you know what, I got to be the product of the product. I can't talk about something that I'm not using. And multimillionaires, they want to save money as well, right? Because they want to keep their money. So here he was able to go to Cabo. You can see he saved over $1,500 and he too received those reward credits. To my business partners, can I get a boom for those reservations? Guys, we're talking about travel services, all that you can imagine, from hotels to rental cars to cruises to flights to homes to weeks to marketplace, timeshare owners as well. I do tell people, here's my disclaimer, don't expect deals on flights. Not because of our company, but because of FAA regulations. So make sure you let people know. We don't want them to go on and look at a flight and say, they're not the cheapest. Flights are excluded. But guys, aside from travel, you see additional lifestyle activities and awards such as shore excursions and shopping and wine clubs and restaurant savings. Again, travel, leisure, and lifestyle. But what you can see there is our price guarantee. There are not too many guarantees in life. There is a guarantee here, as you can see. Find a lower price online or on any other site, and we will refund you 110% of the difference. Guys, our customers are going to be treated royally over here because we're going to have the ability to save them on something that they do, which is travel. And watch this. Our customers pay nothing